Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Write With Me at IELTS Juice. We have an essay today, and the rubric says, in the past, most working people had only one job. However, nowadays, more and more people have more than one job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, at the same time. I deliberately put stress on certain words. I want you to make sure to understand what possibilities you have. We are comparing what used to be versus what it is right now. So what it was like in the past and what it looks like right now. Two different time frames, two different scenarios, and we're comparing them. Plus, it's very important to see that more and more people are getting more than one job. More and more. It's a trend. It's an upward trend. Uh, Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. That's not the question here. But these are the elements. And many people have more than one job at the same time. That means more pressure every day. That means working 2 shifts, maybe 3 shifts a day. That's tough. Okay, now look at the questions. First question, what are the reasons for this development? So, reasons, plural, we need to come up with at least 2 reasons. You can come up with 3 reasons or whatever. And then the second question, what are the advantages and disadvantages of having more than one job? What are the advantages? Plural, at least 2. What are the disadvantages? Plural, again, at least 2. But please pay attention that we are not going to say which one is the winner. Between advantages and disadvantages, we are not going to say if advantages are more or the disadvantages outweigh the advantages. Nothing. That is not what IELTS asks us. Because quite frankly, if we are going to write at least 2 reasons for the first question and 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages here for the second question, I need to at least address 6 elements here. And that is the reason you already see that I am including a third body paragraph, because quite frankly, we cannot wrap this up in just 2 paragraphs. We cannot put advantages and disadvantages in 1 paragraph. That is a very, very difficult task, and you will most likely fail in execution. So I want you to just focus on 1 for each, and reasons is just something completely different. So let's begin. Remember the elements I put emphasis on for the rubric, for the topic? I want you to remember them, and I want you to use them in your attention grabber. So in the very first sentence, I want you to say that what it used to be like in the past, that people with one job were able to basically satisfy the needs of a family, and they were able to send their kids to college. They were able to buy good clothes for their wives, or basically we're talking about the past. So the breadwinner was the male member of the family, and they were able to put good food on the table. So that was what it was like in the past, but it's not that anymore, and more people are getting newer jobs. Maybe in the next sentence you can connect the past into the future, and you can say what it's like to be working 2 jobs in a day. That's tough. No examples, but just bring the emotions. You know, that helps. You want to grab your audience's attention. Emotions work best. No examples at this point, but say working for 2 jobs is an extremely difficult task, and some are willing to even work 3 shifts a day or 2 shifts, and they also work extra time. They also sacrifice their weekends, and they work just to be able to feed their family. That is tough. And then go ahead and express what you are going to say here. Say the reasons and mention that there are pros and cons. Just say that there are pros and cons. And when you say pros and cons, remember the order of information matters. So if we are going to say the reasons and then there are pros and cons, reasons are here, pros are here, cons are here. Exactly in the same order. The same order matches the same order. That will help your coherence and cohesion score. That is going to help really well. So what I'm telling you right now is key. I'm going to start the very first paragraph talking about the reasons. Go ahead and write reasons. My suggestion is to say reason A and reason B. If you wish, you can talk about reason C, but look at this. It's already too much. So my suggestion is to forget more reasons, because you're going to write even more in other paragraphs. This is going to guarantee your 300 word count. Trust me, it's not targeted for 250. You will surpass 250 and even 300. This easily gets in the vicinity of 350 words. That's a lot. So please, we don't need any more hassles. So let's say goodbye to these extra reasons. 2 reasons would do. And make sure there is a vivid distinction between reasons A and B. What do I mean by that? You clearly divide. They are about 2 different things. The reason B is not the continuation of reason A. Reason A is completely separate. Reason B is completely separate. Both of them are in the same paragraph. But this talks about one aspect of this. The other talks about another aspect of the reasons why many people are taking 2 jobs or 3 jobs just to be able to feed their families these days. All right. Then this is the time, the moment for advantages. I am assuming this is advantages because we mentioned here in the thesis statement that we are going to start with advantages. If in your thesis statement you are going to start with disadvantages, then this must be disadvantages first and then advantages. In my scenario, I said pros and cons. So this is pros, advantages, merits. This is cons, disadvantages, demerits. So where are my advantages? Again, advantage 1, advantage 2, name them, label them, make clear distinction. You can write advantage 3. My suggestion is no need, extra headache. Don't do that. You still need to write disadvantages. 2 sentences would be enough here. My third paragraph, which goes here, so that's why it's over there. I don't have any room left. And here I'm going to talk about disadvantages. Disadvantage 1, disadvantage 2. That those items go there. I can talk about disadvantages 3. It can go there, but really, frankly, I think you are already more than 3. You're at more than 350 words by now. You don't need this. Yeah, my suggestion is this is an extra headache. Forget it. Done. Now, with this, we're left with our conclusion. Our conclusion is basically the thesis statement that we paraphrase again. And I think that would be even enough, because what you are going to say is that, yeah, based on the reasons A and B, that we have a trend these days in our modern societies that many people take more than one job, and they need to be able to feed their families, or put better food on the table, or help them, to start their lives, their own lives, as they are your children, things like that. You can do that, and in the next sentence you can summarize the advantages and disadvantages. Here you need to name them. You should be able to give 1-word or 2-word labels to this. You're going to say, yeah, the advantages, well, better quality of life. You see, I'm labeling it. The possibility of social mobility. You may be able to get a good house in a better neighborhood. And the disadvantages are ignoring your health, and also missing out on many other life opportunities. You might not be able to, let's just say, travel more often. You might not be able to attend your teenager's prom, or some birthday parties. I don't know. Though you just need to find a label, like you miss out opportunities, and you add those labels here, and you will write 2 sentences. That would be all. But if you still are in doubt, yes, you can go ahead and add another sentence by saying, yeah, if this trend continues, I don't know, the government needs to lower the price of food, I don't know, put inflation in check, or assign a special agent to monitor the prices in the market, things like that. You can add another sentence just to make your conclusion look like a real, genuine paragraph. Okay, I do not have any other organization here. This is already tough. This essay has 3 main elements, which is the maximum number. And to address each element, you need at least 2 sub-elements. And each of them must receive proper development and examples. Development, examples, development, examples, development, examples, development, examples, development, examples. On that note, if you wish to see a sample of this done and improved, click over here. If you wish to see other videos like this that we plan for different tasks, task 1s and task 2s, click over here. And as always, remember, eat healthy.